Athena is the ancient Greek goddess of wisdom, warfare, strategy, and crafts. As one of the 12 Olympian deities, she was a central figure in Greek religion and mythology, serving as a patron to famous heroes and the namesake of the city of Athens.
It's Cyprus. Czech Republic. The national costume inspired by the national flower with rose.
The rose, specifically the wild or classic red rose, is widely recognized as the unofficial national flower of the Czech Republic. The elegant bloom features heavily in Czech folklore, romantic traditions, and cultural symbolism.
It's Czech Republic. Denmark.
In Greek mythology, Triton is a demigod of the sea, serving as the messenger and herald of his father, Poseidon. Depicted as a merman with the upper body of a man and the tail of a fish, he is most famous for his conch shell trumpet, which he used to calm or agitate the waves.
It's Denmark. Dubai. The national costume inspired by the chocolate Dubai. The chocolate Dubai, inside the chocolate is Funafar and cream pistachio. Is chocolate Dubai. The country in United Arab Emirates is Dubai.
Ecuador! Empress of reptiles. In the heart of the Galapagos Islands lives a rare wonder, the pink iguana. With its rosy scales, this endangered species represents Ecuador's rich biodiversity. Threatened by habitat loss, invasive species, and climate change, it reminds us of our duty to protect and preserve nature. Until we love nature and its creatures, part of our soul remains asleep. Ecuador.
Egypt.
Anubis is the ancient Egyptian god of mummification, the afterlife, and the protector of graves. Depicted as a black jackal or a jackal-headed man, he was one of Egypt's oldest deities, originally serving as the supreme lord of the dead before evolving his role when the cult of Osiris rose to prominence.
The goddess of Egypt is Anubis, is Egypt. El Salvador.
The national flower of El Salvador is the Flor de Izote, the flower of the Yucca gigantea or Yucca elephantypes. Declared the national symbol in 1969, this fragrant, creamy white blossom is celebrated for its beauty and holds a prominent place in traditional Salvadoran cuisine.
The national flower is El Salvador.
Estonia! This look is inspired by the story Liebehund, meaning werewolf. Branded a werewolf for being different, the protagonist rejects conformity and fades into legend. Inspired by a story, see her glory, Estonia.
Ethiopia. Ethiopia's national costume represents garments that are traditionally worn by royalty in her country. A sight to be seen, this was made for a queen, Ethiopia.
Finland! Titled Goddess of the Living Roots, this look embodies a forest guardian who reveals how roots connect us across time, to each other, and to the earth. With roots of gold, behold, Finland!
Slavtovica! National costume inspired by the rose toy One national flower of Rotovica name is Rose Toy. It's Rose Toy. It's the Rose Toy. Everything is the Rose Toy. It's Floptropica.
No one can hide from my Rose Toy.
France! National costume inspired by the Queen of France. Name is Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette never actually said, "Let them eat cake." This famous phrase was a myth used as anti-royal propaganda during the French Revolution. In reality, the quote originated from the philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau's memoir Confessions, decades before the revolution began. Marie Antoinette-inspired cakes feature delicate, floral, and fruity flavors typical of the French royal court. The most iconic flavor profile combines rose, raspberry, and pistachio. Other common variations include orange blossom, honey, pineapple, and vanilla bean panna cotta.
If no have a bread, let me eat cake. Is France.
Germany! Ladies and gentlemen, behold, the Golden Germania. A vision of power, pride, and grace, inspired by the spirit of Germany itself. Her golden wings rise as a symbol of freedom and strength. Her presence, a tribute to tradition, reborn in elegance. This is German heritage, reimagined in gold. Germany.
Ghana, Tawny, the golden eagle, goddess of Ghana. The concept for Tawny, the golden eagle goddess of Ghana, centers on showcasing strength, freedom, and divine power through Ghana's national bird. The eagle, the ensemble, complete with a flowing cape and golden footwear, embodies a powerful goddess, blending Ghana's natural beauty, cultural richness, and spiritual strength. The costume features grand, gold-adorned wings, symbolizing vision and majesty, paired with a shimmering golden bodysuit representing Ghana's wealth and purity. Ghana.
Greece.
The Birth of Venus is an iconic Italian Renaissance painting by Sandro Botticelli, created in the mid-1480s. Commissioned by the influential Medici family. The tempera on canvas masterpiece depicts the Roman goddess of love and beauty arriving at the shore, symbolizing the rebirth of classical civilization and humanist ideals. It currently hangs in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. Aphrodite is the ancient Greek goddess of love, beauty, passion, and procreation. Famous for her beauty, she was one of the 12 Olympian gods. Her Roman equivalent is Venus.
Is Greece!
Guatemala. This national costume is an ode to Guatemala. At the foundation, it features the majestic pyramid, El Gran Jaguar, and the Mayan calendar. You'll also notice a jade necklace and the face of a jaguar, the universal symbol of Mayan culture. It's hard to ignore this jaguar's roar, Guatemala.
Guinea.
Lepi is a traditional, hand-woven and dyed cotton fabric native to the Fouta Djallon region of Guinea, deeply rooted in the heritage of the Fulani, Fula, people historically. Lepi was made on traditional, narrow strip looms using locally grown cotton. The origins of the fabric feature a rich history of artisanal craftsmanship and cultural identity.
The national costume for Guinea. Guyana.
The gold mining industry in Guyana is one of its key economic pillars, experiencing continuous growth and producing over 480,000 ounces of gold. Trading and licensing in the country are directly regulated.
This is the goal. Is Guyana. So gorgeous, girls.
Haiti! This nation's birds' emerald wings, cobalt tail, and red chest reflect the Haitian flag, while handcrafted feathers and beadwork celebrate Haitian artistry. This costume gives ornithological swag to the national flag, Haiti.
Honduras.
The scarlet macaw-era macaw is the national bird of Honduras, often called the guara roja. It was officially designated as a national symbol in 1993. Endemic bird. The Honduran emerald Amazilia U.C.E. is the only bird species endemic to Honduras, found primarily in the dry thorn forests of the Iguan Valley.
If the macaw is Honduras. Hong Kong.
Created by a lingerie designer, China's national costume features a large red fan inspired by traditional paper cutting techniques. This contestant's plan was to dress like a fan.
It's Hong Kong. Hungary. National costume inspired by the 15th century costume.
Colonial-era outfit. Hungary never built an overseas colonial empire, but its history is deeply intertwined with colonization, shifting empires, and resisting dominance. The region was variously colonized by the Roman Empire, absorbed into the Ottoman and Habsburg empires, and later became a partner in the colonizing Austro-Hungarian monarchy.
This is the colonial-era outfit. It's Hungary. Iceland!
Iceland, the land of fire and ice, is covered by thousands of square miles of glaciers that make up about 10% of the country's total landmass. These immense, centuries-old ice caps carve breathtaking natural ice caves, power-striking glacial lagoons, and sit directly atop the island's famous active volcanoes.
This is ice. In the land of fire and ice is Iceland.
India. Diwali Festival. India's national costume represents the festival of Diwali. During Diwali, homes are adorned with oil lamps and colorful decorations. Fireworks illuminate the night sky, symbolizing the victory of light and knowledge. Diwali fosters a sense of unity, joy, and renewal among participants. The costume sari represents the Indian women. Women in India are signified as the Lakshmi of house, who brings prosperity to the home. In Diwali, Indians worship goddess Lakshmi and Lord Ganesha, who are the lords of prosperity and wealth. India.
Indonesia! The inspiration for Indonesia's national costume is a large bird-like creature from both Hindu and Buddhist mythology. Everyone's a fan of her golden wingspan, Indonesia.
Iran. The national costume inspired by the bird golden bird.
The voices of Iranians who are bravely speaking out are heard and amplified across the world. The world is watching, and many global organizations remain committed to sharing the reality of what is happening inside Iran.
We gonna help that country is Iran. Iraq.
The Tower of Babel is a foundational biblical narrative from Genesis chapter 11 verses 1 to 9 detailing how humanity, united by a single language, attempted to build a city and a massive tower reaching the heavens. To thwart this hubris, God confused their speech and scattered them across the earth, thereby explaining the origin of diverse languages.
Is the tower very tall? Is Iraq.
The Irish harp, also known as the clairseach, is a traditional wire or gut-strung instrument and is Ireland's official national symbol. Unlike pedal harps, modern folk versions use levers on the neck to adjust semitones. It is celebrated for its lush, bell-like tones and rich mythological history.
Is
Mary, the mother of Jesus, is a first-century Jewish woman from Nazareth. Revered globally, she is a central figure in Christianity and holds the highest position among all women in Islam. Her life story spans from her humble beginnings to her enduring legacy.
Is the Mother Mary is Israel. Italy. The national costume inspired by the work at Pisa Place at Roblox game, and pizza is the national food at Italy. Is Italy.